Well, there's a couple things I want to get done today. Well, three actually. I had somebody comment in one of my videos on my video on installing my center stand that, why didn't you grease the pin, Herbie, you big dummy? I put in many center stands and I grease the heck out of every one of those pins. Every one of them. I don't know why. It just didn't occur to me at the time to grease that pin. So I have to go back over it and I need to re-grease it or grease it. The reason being is once in a while, whenever I fold it up, it does hang up just a little bit occasionally. It's not bad, but I don't want that problem. Got to do it right if you're going to do it at all. So, and another thing I want to do is helmet lock. I've been needing this, and I'm going to install that. And the third thing is another viewer suggested maybe turning these foot peg mounts around or switch them side to side so that they put it at a different angle and they might be a good support for side bags or something. So we're going to try that out too. But we're going to get started and we're going to fix this center stand pin. We're going to get it. Let's get started. First, we got to take this center stand spring off. And these brake tool pliers are the best thing for this. We'll take this rounded end and just line it up and just spin it on that pin until that spring comes off, like that. Now we're ready to take the pin out. Now I'm going to come in here and take the cotter pin out of it. There we go. Okay. Then there's a washer. And that pin should just slide out. Alright, I'm going to take the pin all the way out. Drop that back down. It's not rusted or anything, so that's good. And I'm going to be using the Lucas Marine grease because this does get a lot of water down in this area. And just like every time before, I kind of glob it on because I like a lot of grease on here. Because I like this to function good and not have any problems. You don't want them hanging up. Can't believe I actually made a video of this, and hopefully if somebody followed the video, they're not following it exactly. I know it's going to be quite a bit of extra grease. I'll just wipe off the extra once it goes through. There we go. Now just wipe that off. It's good to have a little bit extra on it because it'll kind of get inside on that head of that. There we go. That's much better. I'll slide my washer back on. I've got plenty of cotter pins, but I think this one's still good. Heck, it's only been on here for a little bit. Alright, that looks pretty good. Let me squeeze it just a little more. That'll do it. Okay, so now I'm going to fold my stand up a little bit, put my spring on, and then I'm going to take this little hook end for the spring to pop on with. Pop the spring on with, I mean. You got to kind of hook it on there. And then just lift up. No problem. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and switch these brackets. Take this one off, and we're going to put it on the other side, and the other side on this side. Now we're going to see what this looks like. Well, if I took this foot peg off, it'd give us a nice area to maybe attach a bag or something. Huh. I have these little Harbor Freight boxes. I wonder how well that would look on there. I'd have to cut these mounts off for the foot peg in order for it to fit flush. But I think I could almost bolt this directly to this part right here, and then I could drill a hole in this part, and then maybe put some kind of something on this, a clamp or something. I think that's a good idea if you want to put side bags on it. That might work. But I don't plan on putting side bags on it today, so I am going to go ahead and switch them back. I just wanted to see what it looked like, get an idea. And these things are nice and heavy, so that'd be a really good support for a leather bag or something. And this just has a little C-clip. Just pop that off, knock the pin out, and this foot peg comes right out. And then you can just cut this off. If you never plan on running a passenger, you can cut that off. You could always weld it back on if you wanted to. But that'd be some pretty nice supports. But I'm going to go ahead and put mine back the way they were. So I'm going to go ahead and put my really inexpensive helmet lock on here. I'm going to show you what I plan on doing. Get 2 keys with it. I won't need that. I got the lock, a clamp. I guess you could clamp it if you want. You have to shim it up with something, but that's not what I plan on doing. And you get a couple of screws I only had one lock washer unless I dropped one. I don't see it, but that's okay. Alright, what I plan on doing is I'm going to put the helmet lock with the key facing up like that. I'm going to put the helmet lock right there. So in order for me to drill it and get ready to put it in, I'm going to use this other part as my template. Try to get it lined on there where I want it. Then I'm going to take a automatic centering punch. It'll make a little indent in there for me. Alright, with my 2 marks on there, I'm going to go ahead and drill them. And this is just an 1/8 inch bit I'm starting with. Alright, so we're going to change that one out. Now I need to go through and I need to find the right size. So I'm going to get one that I think is about the same. And just get one that's a little bigger than your screw, your bolt. That looks like that'll work there. That one is a 7/32. Now that I got my pilot hole, now I'm going to go ahead and drill my finished hole. Let me tighten my bit. Let me see if the screw will fit. Perfect. Okay. Then I'm going to take a bolt with a washer. I found my other lock washer, by the way. It was on the ground. Put my little wrench in it. Hopefully I got enough room. Looks like I do. Then we'll just screw this down. We'll get it close. Hopefully did a good job measuring the holes. That way this will go right in, I hope. So I found my other washer. I'm going to put it on the bolt. Yep, must have measured good because it went right in. And we'll just tighten them down. All right. So let's try the key in it. It opens it up, closes it back. Looks really nice. Looks like it's part of the motorcycle. Same color. Looks good. All right, I got me a helmet with my D-ring. I'm going to unlock it. We'll put our D-ring on the hook. Lock it. Take our keys with us. I'll just put this on with my ignition key. And that rests really nice right there. Yep, that's going to work great. I like it. I've been wanting to do that with that helmet lock for quite a while now. I've had it sitting here for, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks or whatever. Now that I got it done, I don't have to worry about it. I have to take my helmet in everywhere I go right now, but I can lock it on there. It's just basically to keep honest people honest. You know, if a thief wants to steal your helmet, they'll just cut it and they'll take it anyway. But I think that's going to be some kind of a good peace of mind anyway, where we don't have to worry about it too much. I appreciate you guys leaving comments and letting me know things. You know, just like switching these from side to side, making some nice brackets for side bags. That was a good idea. I kind of like that. And I may use that somewhere in the future. And also, I think it was Terry mentioned about greasing the pin. Oh, I just feel so stupid about that. I usually hardly ever forget stuff like that, you know, but it happens. So anyway, I got that all taken care of. It's good to go. I'm ready to go out and do a little bit more riding. I got about 100 miles before I get my 1,000 miles in. Then I'll be ready to do my valve adjustment. So I appreciate you guys coming along watching. I'll see you on the next one.